Scorpio, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading, so take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. And if you're not a Scorpio and you've come across this message or it's come across your feed, it is absolutely yours because it only shows up to people who need to hear it and just at the right time. And this is where your message begins. Now, a lot of cards fell out, and 3 out of 4 are major arcana. So, what does that mean? It means that this is fated. When it's major arcana, it's gonna unfold, right? It's not necessarily actions that you can take to adjust or create a different scenario, right? Because with minor arcana, that's possible. But major arcana is sort of like, this is happening. So what is happening? We have the Justice card, which is all about equilibrium and balance, maybe even a decision being made that it favors you, or clarity with regards to a circumstance that you were suffering that you knew was unfair. And then we had the Aries energy, the Emperor. That's divine masculine energy. This is also partnership. Could be partnership with an Aries. Could also be simply equilibrium, or trying to find equilibrium when it comes to finding your sense of self and your own individuality and your own like your own sense of certainty about your direction in life and which way to go and which actions to take. Now, way, way, way up ahead is the 4 of Swords in reverse. So it's almost like saying you're going to come out of a relaxation period. You're going to come out of a rest period. You don't know this now. It's foggy now. So the next 4 weeks are a leap of faith or a pursuit of faith. You'll be happy that you continued in that direction. But honestly, it's kind of a karmic or cosmic test to see, will you stand in your personal authority and autonomy? And will you decide the way instead of looking to be shown the way? Because that's what this is about right now. It's about you deciding the path and creating the path, because the path doesn't exist. Anytime I get like the moon card, and this certainly could be signaling a new moon, the new moon in Aries. It's coming on the 28th, 29th. So that let's take note of that somewhere and say, okay, we're going to put that down as the time frame up through the 28th, 29th, or something popping off around then, because it will be murky and cloudy. But even then, Scorpio, or whoever is watching, this is a circumstance where it's like the answer isn't gonna come to you. The answer is already in you, and you're going to be able to decide after that point. Because after that point, it's almost like the veil will be lifted, the clouds will be cleared, and you won't have any hesitation anymore. So something that is unknown to you will be certain, become certain, so that you can take action on it. This is also implying the Mars retrograde. Mars is currently Venus is currently in retrograde. Mercury is currently in retrograde, but it could have something to do with Mars being in a watery sign. Could be Mars in Cancer. This energy of, so when Mars is in Cancer, what it's basically asking you to do right now, that's the 411, is you're not going to move in a straight line. It doesn't want you to move in a straight line. It wants you to move like a crab would move. It wants you to skitter from one place to another, from one side to another. And this takes a lot longer, but it's also a lot more efficient, because it's blazing the trail behind it. So it's paving, it's building something out, right? It's clearing, it's making a clearing, and also it's gathering information. It's not there to turn back. It's there so that when it gets to where it goes, it has legitimately touched every touch point there is, so it knows exactly where it is, and it's mapped itself out. So this is very clever energy. Mars in Cancer is not known to be clever, but I think it's actually very clever in its behavior, because when it moves in a way of an exploratory way, not just a way I gotta get somewhere, but I gotta get somewhere and I gotta know how I got here, right? It's very internalized in a way. So what's coming up for you starting this week is a journey of faith into the unknown until you realize you're the one that has to make the unknown known. You're the one that has to make a decision or some choice. And we're going to get into what that is, because up ahead in about 4 weeks, there's going to be, you're not going to be hesitant anymore. You're not going to need to worry or wonder anymore. So let's understand what that is. God, what is Scorpio going to be taking action on, or should they be taking action on? I mean, it just confirmed, confirmation what I said, which is this new beginning could also be Piscean energy, something to do with a Pisces, or deciding to move into the unknown, taking that leap of faith. You're going to have faith. And where is it heading? Because this is a completion of a cycle. This is beautiful energy here. You have the start and the finish. So there is a cycle that begins and ends within the amount of time that we've covered, within the next 4 weeks. Why? Why does that cycle begin and end? What is going on? Everything that's coming up is a fucking major arcana, guys. Okay, so we have the Lovers here. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So there's clarity with regards to a connection that is fated. This is a connection that you must have. This is a pairing that must happen to you. And the Judgment card, that it is correct, that it is right, that it is known, that it is seen, that it is that some sort of partnership is absolutely the right choice. And I think right now it's not clear. And it makes sense that it's not clear because Mercury and Venus, which rules long-term partnerships as well as finances, so this could be a financial situation too. It's not clear, but it is. It's becoming very, very clear over the next, let's say, 4 weeks. And within that time, you're taking in information. There's hesitation. I can already feel it. There's a lack of certainty. There's I gotta say this to you guys. It's gonna happen. It's gonna. And I don't even feel you pausing or arguing. I just feel you being legitimately uncomfortable because things aren't clear, but they are. If you dig deep inside of yourself, you will know. And the clarity comes from your decision. It's from your choice. Something is resurrecting itself. Something is getting a second chance. Something is absolutely certain. I think maybe you started something and it didn't get completed, or maybe you didn't even get a reply. You're getting a reply. You're going to get selected. You're going to get chosen. And then suddenly everything's going to feel like it's rushing. And that really does have to do with the retrogrades we're experiencing. Everything is slow as right now. It's supposed to be. But let's get a little bit more information, shall we? Because I think things are still very obscure. And I'd like to know and to understand. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So we got Virgo energy going on right now. What are you building? What are you working on? What are you constructing? What are you nurturing? What are you healing inside of yourself? Right? This energy of, it's certainly on you to make this commitment and decide that things are going to be healthy. Because if you decide that things are going to be healthy, they're going to be healthy. What I'm saying to you is you have a lot of power right now. And you may have felt disempowered, which is why you're not really sure how to behave. And because you have to behave in your power. And that's what that Aries energy is for. It's Mars energy. And that's your energy too. Don't forget, you're not just ruled by Pluto, you're ruled by Mars as well. And so ultimately, it's your actions are making this choice. And this choice is to heal. And ultimately, you're going to come back with a vengeance. You are taking some time, reflection, to get better, to get back on your feet, maybe to get your books in order or to get your taxes paid. There is a muck and a mire that you're going through right now, but this is going to have beautiful results not too far from now. Putting the work in and dedicating yourself to the one belief, a singular mindset, that this is getting me somewhere, and it's somewhere that I want to be. Because it is. Hold your vision, because nothing is yet set in stone. Hold your vision, because nothing is yet set in stone. And it's true. In other words, it isn't decided. But I think it's not decided because you're not decided. What is this all about? Remember, guys, if you love these readings, I'm here with you every week, unless I'm on vacation, because sometimes I need a break. But, you know, please remember to subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell and select all notifications, because this is the only place where I will go live and do free public tarot card readings. But you have to be subscribed to get those notifications. And then if you're looking for a personal reading, I provide those as well. Just go to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. You can book and schedule right there. There's a lot that came out. And the first is regeneration. So something is coming back to life. You know, this is a sense of, it's almost like you're just waking up, and it is new life. Now, you've been thinking about this, pondering it, thinking this is some sort of partnership that you've been thinking over, that you've been mulling over, or that somebody that you made an offer to is mulling over. And the reason why you're skittering like a little crab right now, why? Is because there's stuff that you have to refine. Somebody's very unsure about an offer that you made to them or you to them. And it's because you've got to go over this offer. It's because you've got to go over this. You've got to go over things. You've got to review. Retrogrades are a beautiful time for review. Do not sign a contract right now, but it's a beautiful time for review and for digging. And I know you guys love to dig. So something's got to be cleaned up. This offer, this situation, there's got to be room for health and healing. There's got to be. And that's what you're going to be working on now for the next, let's say, 4 weeks. Go very slow and do things very traditionally. God wants you to go by the book. Don't lean on yourself. Lean on what's already written and see, does what I'm seeing or what I'm experiencing, does it connect? You know, does it make sense to what's already established? And we have awakening, right? 11. So you have something to help you out. You have whatever this by the book is, go by the book, but something isn't by the book, and it's got to be almost like rectified or reconciled. It's like reconciling your taxes almost. It's got to be balanced. Something has to be balanced. And that Libran energy, the justice came out. Something has to be balanced. So go back and do the work to rebalance it, to create peace. Because that's what you're aiming at. Peace is balance and a deep understanding and knowing. You have 2 moons here, so it could be 2 moon cycles or simply represent a month between 2 moons. That's 4 weeks. But there is an understanding of a complete, first of all, trust your instincts. Because 100%, it's like you can feel something's off, but you don't know it. And now you're going to have to do the gritty work of knowing it and understanding it and bringing it into consciousness, like what is off. Let's see if I can't help you out with that as well. What is off that Scorpio needs to become consciously aware of? A new idea. A new idea or a new message that has come in. And it's a karmic message, but it's a message, you're going to get this message. It's a message of great fortune. And it's a message of great fortune about something that you built or created. That's very specific. I don't have any really a lot of Scorpio. I think I may have one. I think my Uranus is in Scorpio, but I don't know. You guys tell me. That's what it's about. A message coming in with regards to something that you built that now is of interest or has great value. Okay. I'm trying to ask some questions with that. Truth. I love that. And then discontent and boredom. The truth is something has made you bored. That's the truth. And the truth is it stopped interesting you. And I think the reason that you're disconnecting is because maybe there's too much work to do or there's too much to clean up. I think God's asking you to dig deeper. Truth, there's something there that is actually that needs for you to dig deeper and for you to be seen, to be seen by you. The truth is that you become discontent and bored, and you're going to need to start creating and bringing something forth on your own, manifesting on your own. Yeah, but what does that have to do with, hold on. What does that have to do with Scorpio and what they created or invented? Something needs to almost be reinvented because it's gotten too mundane. People are bored with it. It doesn't mean that they won't come. It's like, say they were customers, right? And whatever you're selling, it's like you need to come up with a new product line. You know, if this is relationship, you need to zhuzh it up. You need to spice it up. Something has lost its connection, but that's okay because you can reconnect it by finding a like-minded project and starting to create something that the both of you can set your minds to, because this is about partnership. Yeah. So, hold on. We have Queen of Swords. So you had invested in something and wanted to take off, like wanted it to take off, but it ended up getting cut down or shut down. And ever since then, you've been discontented and bored. What you need to do is fight back. And you need to bring it back to life and try it again. Give this a second chance. Give this a second try. And whatever this was, you need to fight back. Let's go to the extended because I want to know more. Link is down below. I'll see you guys there.